Everyone. Today we're taking a look at the development of China as a civilization. And one of the first things we already looked at was its geography. But today we're going to take a look at something that it has in common with another River Valley civilization, that of Egypt, and the concept of dynasties. Dynasties have been around for, obviously, we've seen now thousands of years. And in ancient Egypt, when we took a look at dynasties, we knew that they were a family of rulers and that they passed power down from generation to generation. Well, the same thing's going to happen in China. And we're going to see them use a specific system with a little bit more detail and a little bit more emphasis on the role of the gods. And one of the things we're going to spend a lot of time looking at is the idea of the mandate of heaven. And the mandate of heaven is a simple concept. It basically means that your power comes from the gods. Heaven has chosen you to be their ruler. And most of the families that we'll see in ancient China will use the concept of the mandate of heaven in order to gain control, maintain control, and also try and take control from other families. The family as a unit is going to be essential to ancient China. And we'll see this when we get especially into the concept of Confucianism, filial piety, and a couple other concepts later on. But we're going to look today specifically at how the family and how it controls power in China was used for thousands of years. And that brings us to this, and that is known as the dynastic cycle. The dynastic cycle is a really simple concept. And we're going to start right above here. A strong dynasty establishes peace and prosperity. It's considered to have the mandate of heaven. In other words, one family is chosen from all the other families based upon their strength. And the reason that they have the strength, according to the rest of the Chinese citizens, is that heaven chose that family and that specific ruler to be in charge. So what happens next? They gain control. The dynasty will start to decline slowly over time. We'll start to see things happen. Obviously, they're not going to be able to maintain everything. For a while, it'll go really well. But things will happen like disasters, floods, there'll be revolts, invasions. And now we're starting to get into the idea that, the dynasty no longer has the mandate of heaven, and someone else should come into power and rebel against them. Eventually, that family of rulers, that dynasty is overthrown through some type of rebellion. And then a new one will begin where they will start to bring power into a peaceful rule, meaning there will be no more warfare. There will be no more disasters going on. Things will start to go well again. And they will be seen as the strong next rulers. Once again, starting this whole cycle. And this will go on for thousands and thousands of years. We're going to take a look at the Shah, the Shang, the Zhou, the Qin, the Han. We'll take a look at a lot of dynasties in great depth, but I wanted to take some time to take a look at with you how the dynastic cycle worked and why it was so important. So in order for this to work, you have to prove that you have the mandate of heaven. If you can't prove that you're powerful, you don't get to rule. It's a simple idea. Okay,